If you are a hard gainer bulking, you're probably doing it wrong. Hey friends, thank you for joining me for another video. This is Coach Hard Gains and we are Team Hard Gains and this is Hard Gains, the platform. I wanted to talk very briefly, and it can be very brief because the point is very simple, about something that I wish I had learned 27 years ago, but I didn't. And so I struggled with dirty bulks. Most hard gainers that I talk to try to eat as much as possible whenever they can. That's what I did 27 years ago because I was a skinny kid. I was 123 pounds at 5'10" at 17 when I first started bodybuilding. So what I did was I decided I was just going to eat anything because I could. I could eat whatever I wanted and still maintain my abs, still stay lean, still stay feeling good. I didn't feel any adverse effects from eating dirty, ever. But what that did was that just prolonged this bulking time that could have been kept clean. The cleaner you keep your bulk, the better your body's going to look no matter what, no matter who you are. And even back then when I was lean and I was pretty ripped, I could have looked better. I could have been bulking more efficiently because my body would have been processing cleaner foods better and utilizing it more efficiently and effectively. So guys, if you are a hard gainer and you're really trying to bulk, please be very careful. Here is the secret to the formula. You're not sitting down and trying to eat as much as possible each and every meal. Because let's say for breakfast, you stuff your face and you're like, okay, well, I'm kind of hungry because I was fasting overnight. Now I can eat as much as possible. You eat 2 bowls of oatmeal, you eat 6 eggs, you eat a pack of turkey bacon. That's definitely something I have done very frequently in the past. But you're overloading your body with calories that it can't even handle. It can't process, it can't digest. There's only so much protein that we can actually effectively handle in a sitting. Same thing with carbohydrates. There's only so many carbs that we can consume in one time before getting bloated and before feeling kind of lethargic and gross. So if you focus on your macros, and this is why counting your calories, counting your macros, keeping a log, weighing your food, all of this is so important, even right off the bat. The more you can do that right away, the more efficient your bulk will be, okay? And your body's going to utilize those calories. So let's say you stick to 50 grams of protein and 50 grams of carbs per meal. Just keep it that simple. Most of us can use 50 grams of protein in a sitting. Most of us can utilize 50 grams of carbs in a sitting. And then 2 hours later, we're ready for more because your body's already processed that first 50-50 meal, okay? 50 grams of protein, 50 grams of carbs. That's kind of what I've always stuck to. And even my current coach, Paul Barnett over at Anabolic Bodybuilding. What did he put me on? Roughly 50 grams of carbs, 50 grams of protein. So it's kind of a standard that I grew up knowing because of the old school bodybuilders. But if you are overloading yourself with 75 grams of protein in a sitting and 100 grams of carbohydrates in a sitting, you're going to feel gross and bloated and you're going to be up in the bathroom. And then you're going to be up in the bathroom probably twice, and then you're not going to want to eat your next meal. So in 2 hours, 2.5 hours, 3 hours max, you're not going to want to eat because you're still feeling gross and blah and overwhelmed by that last meal. So again, the key is stop overloading your body with amounts of protein and carbs and calories that it can't handle. Okay, so that's the message. Very plain and simple. I want you to stick to a formula. Now, how do you start this kind of a program if you are a newbie or newly bodybuilding or just getting started in your training? Because you have to prepare your body for this. You don't just jump into a 50-50. You don't just jump into 50 grams of protein in a sitting. You start small. And I mean 30. Do a 30-30, okay? Remember to get your good fats. That's very important as well. Do 30 grams of protein, 30 grams of carbs. Do that for a week or 2 or however long it takes for you to feel clean after you've eaten that meal over and over and over every day. And if you feel like your energy is good and your workouts are good and your training is going well and your cardio is going well, that's when you say, all right, well, now I'm ready for 40-40. And you jump it up. 40 grams of protein, 40 grams of carbs per sitting. Do that for a couple weeks, the same thing. It's a slow process if you're doing it for the long run. It's everybody who wants to jump into this thing right away that either never sticks with it or doesn't make the progress. For me, I did it the wrong way. 27 years ago, when I first started bodybuilding, I tried eating as much as possible. I would sit down and eat an entire package of pasta, a whole box of pasta, and a pound of ground beef. And I would force myself to eat that. And then I didn't eat anything else for the rest of the day because I felt sick and I felt bloated and I felt gross and I was just in the bathroom for an hour. It was ineffective, guys. So doing it incrementally is the best way to prepare your body for doing this long term, okay? So start with your 30-30. And honestly, if you're a small person, especially females, if you're a small hard gainer, start at 25-25. Count your macros, keep track of your calories, okay? Know what you are consuming and get your body accustomed to it and then continue to progress, okay? So I want you to try that. Try that for a few months. See what that does for you. And if you're eating clean, good clean sources of protein and good easy burning carbs instead of bread and garbage and crackers and chips, cookies and all that, I guarantee you you're going to make progress because eating is far more important than anything else. Your diet should be your priority because that's what's going to shape your body. Training and sleep and everything else comes second to your diet. So that's the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. Please like, subscribe, share, do all those things. Find me on Instagram at Coach Hard Gains with a Z. All right, catch you guys in the next one.